So beginning of this week, I'm jumping all over the place. Apologies for the timeline, the chronological order of it. But anyway, the beginning of this week, Monday? It was Monday. It was the first day of the week. So the guy that I'd hired, Jamie, was supposed to start next week. Hired him. He signed the contract a month ago. So we went through, ordered the uniforms. Rory was the second person I hired, but because I had hired 2 people, I stopped recruiting. This is the Sales Game with Josh McKay, helping solo business owners sell more, make more, and work less. I stopped the recruitment advertisement because he signed a contract, right? You're pretty sure he's going to come and show up to the job. He's flying over from overseas. Apparently what he was doing was still looking for jobs. So this was his fallback option. Fuck you very much. I was pretty disappointed. So anyway, I've gone to pick up Rory, and right before Rory gets in the car, I just quickly check to see if I've got any emails from customers or anything like that. Saw this email, read it. I'm like, I'm going to leave myself a couple of hours to resolve this one. I'm going to let it sit. I'm not going to deal with it right now because I was pretty disappointed. And then Rory in this car ride out to field was saying that he wants to go back to UK, and he's 95% sure he's coming back, but throughout the conversation that 95% dropped to 90%, and also the timeline of I'm going back to UK for a month turned into a month and a half, turned into, oh no, it'll be a month. But so the likelihood that he comes back in the current state of, hey, we just lost another employee, he's the only one out on field, and there's been a bit of bad weather, so being out on field has been a little bit miserable, and it's also really hard to find a rental in Perth right now. So the combination of those things have, I guess, affected his outlook on the position. But he came back today very strong and broke his record from last week. And he's sitting at an average of 4 per week, which is fantastic. So performance-wise, no issues. And honestly, it was a really good conversation to have, and I'm glad that we had it. But I will say, so basically, from the start of Monday to the end of Monday, I had this foundation. I've got 2 people that are starting. They're going to be able to go drive out to field. The other thing is Rory doesn't have a license, so it's quite a challenge for me to go pick him up because he can't drive out to field. And public transport in Perth, especially in the areas where we're working, a little bit further outside of Perth, public transport's not an option. So it's just been a lot of a juggling act. Have resolved the driving back and forth. So I've got someone that very close with that is offering to help. She's not working at the moment, so she is able to help pick him up and take him out to field and bring him back from field on the days where appointments intersect with me being able to do that. So that is fantastic. That gives me a lot of support to be able to then go and bring some more people on. I will say, after those 2 revelations on Monday of potentially losing the foundation of the door-to-door team, there was a lot of reflection, a pause and reflection, and a wonder of what the fuck am I doing, and do I keep doing it? And then I started looking at the American market pretty heavily. I do see myself in America, but I think American solar market, the margins are quite good there, and it's an emerging market. The solar saturation rate is very low in most of the country, very low, and so there's a lot of opportunity and a lot of growth to be had. But I don't want to go into America from a position of weakness, because if I don't really have things going that well here, if I go over to America, things are going to fall apart here, and it puts so much pressure on making it work in a market that I have not worked in before. So I am coming back to, but I just wanted to share the fact that I was looking at everything like, well, do I throw this all out, or do I just cut everything, all the subscriptions? I've got Jerry working in operations. That is going fantastic. I could not have hoped for a better outcome with Jerry working in operations, working really smoothly. Anyhow, I was like, we'll just have Jerry in operations. I'll get another Filipino appointment setter. I'll get digital leads going, and I'll just be a salesperson, and I'll just have myself a job. Bring all the operating costs down to a minimal, and that way it doesn't require many sales to keep that position. And then everything on top of that is just my own income. All of these different thoughts and decisions and decision trees and all that sort of started spurring out. I just needed to give it a little bit more time Today was a good day, so I'm like a little bit more optimistic, and there is an advantage. Rory's performing really well. If I do get a couple more people on, even if he does leave and he doesn't come back, it's going to be really helpful to have him, because I can train someone for a couple of days and then he can help me train. Even at the position that he's in now, he will be useful in helping to train, because like I said, the first few days, we just need people to get through the script. Like, that's it. They just need to be able to work through it. And then from there, we can start working on objectional handling and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, at least what has been good is I've been making a couple sales a week now with the appointments that Rory has been generating, and because I've been out on field training him and knocking and generating appointments as well.